Hey there, welcome to Health TV episode number 47. I'm your host, Dr. John McPhee, and on today's show, we're talking about falling on your butt. In fact, this is a question that's come up this week, and I thought I'd address it in this episode. We're running the squat challenge this month, and practice members have been asking, why do I fall on my butt? I get so far and then I fall backward. What's going on there? And the short answer is, you've got some mobility problems. Now, we're all walking around with a bunch of mobility problems, myself included. And so today we're going to focus on from the ground up. So we're going to start with the foot and ankle because I found that that's one of the most common limiting factors when people are getting into squatting and getting comfortable in that deep squat position. It's also one of the reasons why a lot of people have injured their backs when they're squatting because they're lacking mobility in their ankles. So we got to start from the ground up, and I'm going to show you a simple test right now that can help to determine is that actually your problem. So if you're squatting and you're finding that you get to about here and you feel like, oh, I'm either going to fall back, or you can see what actually automatically happens in my chest when I do that is my chest falls forward. So either you're going to fall on your bum or your chest falls forward. Both of those indicate that there's a problem possibly in the ankle or somewhere else. So the simple test is to grab two books, you think equal thickness, put a half an inch to an inch, put your heels on the back so that you can put weight through your heels, and then squat down, and you'll notice likely that you'll be able to keep your chest up nice and tall. And what's happening is we're just eliminating the need for your ankles to have to flex so far, just for now, okay? So if that's the case, if it feels a lot easier, then we know, okay, we've identified that there's a mobility problem in the ankles. So what do we do about that? We're gonna start focusing on working on this Achilles tendon, the big band of tissue in the back here. So we're gonna use the wall, and you're probably familiar with this, you've probably seen lots of people, you may have done it yourself, stretching with the knee straight. What we're actually, to address the Achilles tendon, we're gonna bend the knee, and we're actually gonna drive the knee toward the wall. Okay, so it's good if you do this in a door jamb, where you can actually hold on to the wall, hold on to the door jamb, sorry, so you can pull yourself toward it. And we're gonna, first 30 seconds, you're just gonna hold it, okay? And then for the next 60 seconds, without releasing the stretch, I want you to drive your toes, you're gonna dig your toes into the wall as if you're trying to push the wall away, okay? Hold that 5 seconds, and then you're gonna relax, and we're gonna get a little bit closer. Okay, you're not gonna see much movement here, but I'm digging my toes in now. Hold for 5 seconds, and then I'm gonna relax and move my knee a little bit closer. It's only gonna move a millimeter or two, but it's about relaxing the tissue. So this is actually a neurologic release that's happening. Once you've done this stretching at the wall, now I want you to walk around on your heels. You're gonna try and pick your toes up, and you're just gonna step around. You can walk around the room. Okay, really trying to draw the toes up as high as you can. Okay, we're gonna do that for 20 to 30 seconds. Okay, nice and easy. Walk around on your heels. I want you to work through that mobility work 2 cycles, so against the wall and also walking around on your heels. Do that twice in a row, so it's gonna take about 8 minutes, and then go back and retest. See if it feels more comfortable. See if you're able to drop lower in the squat without falling back or falling forward. Over the next few days, you can use the book as a bit of a crutch, okay? And as you're starting to develop more ankle mobility, use that to your advantage so that you can still work on getting lower so that you're building up the strength and the capacity around the hips and the spine. Next week, I'm going to move up into the hips so that we can work on any mobility issues there. That's a big problem because of all the sitting. So if you spend time sitting at the office, 8-10 hours a day, that's the episode for you. So make sure you tune in next Thursday. Until then, happy squatting. Have a great weekend.